Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, I want us to go to a story that is doing the rounds, a story regarding International Monetary Fund, IMF. And people are talking about this loan which has been called a fund. So the story goes as follows. Ruto has secured 150 billion credit facility days after calling out former President Uhuru Kenyatta over debts. The loan was disbursed by the IMF following a review of the country's economy by its experts. In a statement, the IMF announced an immediate disbursement of 99 billion to help Kenya Kwanza administration in its economic recovery plans. So the loan is 150 billion, but what has been disbursed so far is 99 billion Kenya shillings. To be honest, Kenyans have not received this message with happiness or with delight. Instead, Kenyans have reminded William Ruto about the campaign promise.
Wale majamaa wa kuzimia ati wanataka kuendelea ati kukopa pesa, ati wanataka kuendelea na capital intensive projects ambayo inafaidi watu wachache. Tunataka tuwaambie hii serikali ya mahasla, tutabadilisha hiyo maneno. Tutawachana na kukopa pesa, tutatafuta investment. Tutawachana na capital intensive programs, tutatafuta labor intensive programs.
Hatutachukua loan kama serikali inayotoka.
Hivyo yeye akiingia, madeni itapanda, bei ya mafuta itapanda, bei ya unga itapanda, bei ya school fees itapanda, bei ya healthcare itapanda. Yeye anasema lazima aendelee vile rais anayestaafu anafanya.
Siku hizi unakopa ndio uende ukalipe mkopo, kwa sababu maisha yamekuwa magumu sana. Wale jamaa wa kuzimia si nilikuwa huko, hawana mpango mwingine wa Kenya.
So I want us to go deeper into this story by IMF and the Kenya Kwanza administration. Before we do that, allow me to encourage you to support this channel by subscribing and liking this video. And those who supported us before, I want to state that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without that support, this channel cannot grow. So let's head over to this analysis. There was no way that Kenyans would be happy after they were told that the reason why we as a country are in the mess that we were in, according to the KK, was because of the loans. The loans, and the loans. The loans from China, the loans from IMF, these loans, you know. The biggest reason why we were in that mess was because of the loan. Now, as a result, Kenyans knew that those who voted, knew that if at all William Ruto took over, then we would have another way of growing our economy, not by taking loans.
Tutapanga ajira ya vijana ama vyeo ya viongozi. Tutakopa teni ama kwanza tutafuta pesa ya kuzalisha chakula tuondoe njaa. Si jameni, tuondoe njaa kwanza.
But the truth of the matter is that the KK regime has tried to do that by increasing tax in literally everything, by overtaxing and making life unbearable. That's why you find that there's a high cost of living almost in every aspect. So we could as well say that the main reason why the taxes were increased probably was because maybe they were trying to experiment whether they can do without IMF. But they've realized that they need IMF more than. So this is the question that begs, ladies and gentlemen. This means that maybe, could it be that Uhuru was right and these people are wrong? Because if at all they have taken that amount of loan, then that can only say that Uhuru was right and they were wrong. And they painted Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's name negatively because of campaign. Maybe that is the case. Or if you think that is not the case, then what do you think is the case? Just feel free to go below the comment section and tell us whether you think Uhuru was right, just as many people now are beginning to think. Because the expectation, like I said, was zero loans in this KK regime, just like what they promised. But if you look at all the promises, all these promises, none is being fulfilled. Of course, the only thing that we see they fulfilled was the Hustlers Fund. But unfortunately, now people are not talking about it like it was expected. That means it is just like Mshwari, just like any other loan. There is nothing unique in that Hustlers Fund. Maybe that's why people are not talking about it. Because I would have expected that every household would be talking about Hustlers Fund, how it has helped revive something, how the Hustlers Fund has supported them in their various projects. That would have been the expectation, ladies and gentlemen. But that is not what is happening. So because that is not what is happening, that can only mean one thing: something is not right. So this 150 loan by IMF and the initial promise wasichukue loan, if you look at the two, unapata kwamba uongo ndio ulikuwa unatembea, ni politics and propaganda ndio ilikuwa inatembea. Maybe that is the case. That's what I heard some people in a certain bunge la wananchi say. They were saying that the reason why these things are happening, is because the lies, the lies, just like what people say, the global lies, because that's what Alfred Katende said. The global lies zilikuwa ziko nyingi to a level where people could not notice. But now things are falling apart. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of this 150 billion allocation by IMF? We're not saying that it is an offense to get a loan. We are just saying that we were promised that there would be no loans. But of course, a country needs this kind of loans to grow. That is one thing we expect. And probably that's why Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta took loans, development loans for those roads, SGR, so many infrastructure which were put in place. They all depended on the loans. So now, perhaps if you're watching this video for the first time, or if you're a regular viewer who has not subscribed, please take 1 second and subscribe to this channel and give this video a like. To those who supported us before by subscribing or liking our videos, I want to state here that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without that support, this channel cannot grow. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.